up, guys? Ace Apprentice here. Today might be another short video. I don't really have much to talk about, and that's just how it's been for the past 2 days. I did nothing to talk about. Prom is on Saturday, and I don't have anything to talk about until maybe Friday. But I remember how I said I learned a couple things when I meditate. I learned something again last night and today. Last night, I learned that I basically came to this school knowing nobody, having no friends, like having anxiety attacks before school started. And pretty much I went in, I was myself. I was being Aaron, being myself, and I put myself out there, and I made friends. So I was thinking, like, why am I worried about prom? Why am I worried about going by myself for prom when, if I just be myself, put myself out there, have fun, then have fun, be positive, then people will, I keep sneezing. Yesterday's video and today's video, I sneezed. Like, I don't know. And this is around this spot too. But yeah, so like people elevate around me if I'm just being myself, being positive, stuff like that. So I'm like, what am I worried about? Even though I'm not worried anymore, it's like, why would I worry about before? And when I meditated this morning, I thought about something. How I always say be positive around people even though they're usually negative around you. One thing I realized is, even though I'm being positive to everybody, even though negative to me, I had to be positive to people that, were my friends, because, as I said, during the summer I had anxiety attacks because I was scared of going to new school and knowing nobody at all. And, all that stuff. They were my friends throughout the year. This whole year, I was a new kid. It was a senior year, so last year of high school, and they were my friends the entire year. Oh, until now, but the entire year. So, I gotta thank them. And obviously I'm not gonna go up and say thank you for being my friend, but like, I don't know. It's something I thought of. Like, they didn't have to be my friends, but they're my friends. And I'm just grateful that they're my friends throughout the year until, like, that whole situation happened. But, I don't know, it's something I thought of. Even though, like, I would say I had to be positive and, like, nice to them and show them love and stuff for that, for them to be my friends throughout the year, but I show them positive and love either way, so it doesn't matter. Except Snapchat girl, because Snapchat girl, like, I don't know. Like, I'll talk about her in a second, because something happened today, but, yeah, just, I don't know. Me and my friend, the one that was in the friend group that I know is caught in the middle, like, me and him are cool. We were talking a lot today and stuff like that. But, like, me and him are cool. But the rest of them, I'm not too sure about. But, I don't have anything to talk about NoFap-wise, like, besides the sexual thoughts here and there, some porn thoughts. But besides that, I'm all good in the hood. But now I'm getting to the negative part of the video. Pretty much, usually when it's English class, I'm talking to my friends, who's also friends with Snapchat girl. Snapchat girl usually avoids talking to him when I'm around, or when I'm like me and him sit like across from each other in the right side of the room, and she sits like towards the middle. So usually when she walks in and he's already sitting down, like, she usually goes like back there and talks to him. But if it's any situation where I'm next to him or I'm talking to him, she never like goes near like that situation. But today something was different. Like, it was the end of class, and me and him were like walking out because we were talking about some obligations he has. Because in order to get a prom ticket, in order to buy a prom ticket, you need to get paper signs with 2 people, and you can't have any obligations. And I've been telling them for 2 weeks, because you can buy tickets 2 weeks ago. Today's the last day you buy tickets. I was like, yo, go get your paper, son. Get your paper, son. He said, all right, I'll wait. I'm wait. And then now his obligations. But yeah, he gotta get that fixed. But me and him were talking about it, and Snapchat girl like stopped at the door when we were walking out and talked to him, like started bothering him, and bothering him like playfully, and he looked at me. He was like, "Yo, whose man's is this?" And I kind of stood there because I didn't know what to say because oh, let me fix this. Like it's kind of hard to do on the left side with my mom's car because my mom's car is like bigger than mine because it's 4-door. But yeah, he was like, "Whose man's is this?" And I just kind of stood there because I didn't know what to say. The reason is because it kind of caught me off guard. Like she never interacts with him when I'm like next to him, or whatever, because she doesn't like me because why I said on Snapchat, even though it's a rant. It's like a pretty misunderstanding. But after a little while, like of me standing there, I was like, yo, that's your man's. That's your man's. And when I was walking, while I was walking out the building, I was thinking like, did I really say that? Like, it sounded weird to me at first, but then now that I'm thinking about it, like he actually said like, whose man's is this? So then I was like, yo, it's your man's. And yeah, this is something like different she did today. But yeah, I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, something different she did today. Me and Evan were actually talking last night, and I was telling him about why I told you guys the first lesson I learned about prom, and like how I made friends by just being myself, and how I can just go to prom and all that. I also told Evan, if I'm just being my alpha self that I know I am, that I can just gain that confidence from turning up at prom and go to any girl that's single and ask me to want to dance at the slow parts. And then I messaged him again saying it'd be funny if it was a Snapchat girl that was by herself. And Evan Evan was like, if I was you, and no, it said if it was Snapchat, if Snapchat girl happened to be single and she was there, and she asked me to, by me I mean him, and she asked me to dance, I would say no, or he'd say no, or he said nah. It wanted to, but he said nah. I was laughing so hard at that, but it's something funny. I pick up the car on Friday. I'm hoping I get a Camaro because I told my friend and another girl in math that I'm taking a Camaro. Both of them really want to see it. Like, oh, I want to see the Camaro when you get it. The girl that I was talking to, I was thinking about asking her prom a couple months ago, but I was saying nah. I asked her who she's going with. She said she's going with friends. Then I told her I'm going myself. Then I was like, oh, I was just thinking of asking you to prom, just as friends, whatever, just to go. And she was like, she says, what did she say? She's like, I don't know. I don't think she explained it, but pretty much going with her friends. And I said, oh, I'm gonna put in the Camaro. And she was like, oh, if I wasn't going with them and you could have picked me up and from my house in that. And I was like, but yeah, I hope I get a Camaro. If I don't get a Camaro, it's gonna be a Mustang. I don't mind having a Mustang, but a Camaro looks sick, so I'd rather use that. But we'll see what happens. It depends on what God, decides to give me. But hope you guys doing journeys. If you listen to the wagon, in the words of Grandma Lee, don't condemn me discount. Stay positive. Don't try to get in my hard tries. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Always keep your guard up, though. Always keep your guard up. I forgot to say that part. Always keep your guard up at all times. Peace.